and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa banye na-efewe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe enye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla anyị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma ma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezu oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikpere anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome. Thank you for joining Mazi Paul Okeke. Thank you for joining Mazi Paul. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining from Biafra land, if you are joining from any part of Africa, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, anywhere you are joining from, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming onto the channel. I appreciate you. Share the video on your platform. Share the video on your WhatsApp group. Share the video on any group that you belong to. Share it so that people can join us. Let us continue to share views together. Let us continue to express ourselves and say the record straight. Say it the way it is. Whatever opinion you have, you are free to make your contribution. Mweke Asdozo Nelson, thank you Mweke for joining. Akeson, thank you so much. Study Akeson. Mwakudu, thank you so much for joining Akesi. I appreciate you. Amechi Eze, thank you for joining Amechi. All hail Biafra. Thank you for joining. Everyone that is joining, please, as you are joining, share the video in your platform. Share the video in your WhatsApp group, any place you belong, share the video and let the people join us so that we can be able to preach the gospel and reach as many people as we can reach. We are sending out the messages. They can't stop us. They try to stop us from saying the truth, but they can never stop us. No matter how they try, they can't stop us. Today, we are going to touch on certain things, the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always told us, when you look at my topic, I said, when you serve the caliphate, you will come home disgraced, slapped, or even dead. Yes. You will be slapped, disgraced, or dead if care is not taken. That is what happens when you are serving the caliphate. You see all these people who call themselves politicians and the people who are dancing with them, eating with them, sharing with them, thinking that they are living a better life. At the end of the day, they come home disgraced, if not dead. If they survive death, they will come home disgraced. If they are not disgraced, they will not escape the slap and the beating. That is the situation. And before I proceed on the message of today, I want to correct the impression yesterday. Yesterday, I posted a video. But before I posted that video, I didn't get the right information. What I said in that video was a little bit confusing. I wasn't the only one that made mistakes. So many people made that mistake yesterday. So many people made that mistake yesterday, and so many people got the wrong information. We are not given the right information. So many people were saying that the wife of Obiano slapped Bianca, but it is the other way around. It was the wife of the ex-governor Obiano that it was Bianca that slapped the wife of Obiano. It was the wife of Biafra, the wife of our eternal leader, Bianca. It was Bianca that actually slapped Obiano's wife, not the other way around. But yesterday when I posted the video I got the information wrong. I was speaking on the fact that it was Obiano's wife that slapped Bianca. But it is the other way around. It is the other way around. I have made a correction, and maybe after this very video, I'm going to post the video. Some of you, if you have watched it closely, some closer videos have emerged. We have seen closer videos on things that transpired, and now we can be able to speak effectively. You know, yesterday there was a little bit confusion, so many confusions in many platforms. We are seeing that it was the wife of Obiano that slapped Bianca, but not so. It was the wife of our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu, Bianca, that slapped the wife of Obiano. And what prompted the slap, according to the information I got, what caused the slap was that Obiano's wife went to confront Bianca to ask Bianca why didn't she support Abga, that she never supported Abga in their last election. Why is she coming now to come and celebrate with Abga? That why is she in the occasion? She's challenging the wife of our eternal leader. Why is she in the occasion? That was what angered Bianca. And she touched Bianca. Bianca told her not to touch Bianca again. Then she went ahead to touch Bianca, and Bianca gave her 2 dirty slaps before people came into the picture. That was exactly what happened. That was exactly, it was not Obiano's wife that slapped Bianca. It was Bianca that slapped Obiano's wife. But in that very issue, you see, it still boils down on what we are saying. The only reason why they were able to do that, the only reason why Obiano's wife was able to confront Bianca was because Bianca is in the midst of the politicians. Bianca is in the midst of the politicians. Bianca is still dancing with the politicians. Bianca cannot come out boldly and speak for Biafra, stand for Biafra that her husband died for. That is why that woman will have the guts to begin to challenge her in the public. That is why. You see what happened? When you are mingling with these politicians, when you are mingling with the caliphate, they will always bring disgrace to you. What transpired in Seludo's inauguration yesterday was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. The way the wife of our eternal leader handled this is the wrong way. It's the wrong way. You don't have to react in such a violent way in the public. There are so many people. She has a security. She has so many people who can stand up for her. Every single Biafran will stand and speak up for her. By the way, she is the wife of the eternal leader of the Biafrans, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu. Nobody must insult his wife. It doesn't matter the differences you have with her. You might hate her, you might like her, no matter what she has done to you, you don't have to insult her in the public. You don't challenge her in the public. But I wish she has handled it in a better form. There are so many people who are there to stand up and fight for her, not her fighting for herself. For her to resort to violence in the presence of the people, it's an insult to us. It's an insult to every Biafran. She doesn't have to react in that form. But for the wife of Obiano, it is very clear. It is very clear. They are politicians. Very irresponsible one of that. Now you can see, if the wife of Obiano can have that courage to walk towards the wife of Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu to challenge her in the public, begin to question her against a party that her own husband established, Abga that Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu established. The wife of Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu was in that very occasion, and you went ahead to go and challenge her without fear. Without fear. That is how they have destroyed the dignity of the Biafran people. That is the extent they have gone to destroy the image of the Biafran people, the dignity of Biafran people. We no longer have respect. No more respect in Biafran land, no more dignity in Biafran land, because the people who have been handed over things to do, people who are supposed to be respected, have sold their souls to the level. They are dining with the enemies. They are dining with the enemies. The only reason why the wife of Obiano, have the courage to stand before the wife of Odumegwu Ojukwu is because she is meddling with the politicians. She is meddling with the politicians. They give her appointments, they give her contract, so many appointments they have given her in the past. As it stands so, she is seeing that Biafran people are being killed. And the struggle for Biafra is in the high rate. She is supposed to step away from anything that has to do with the caliphate. The wife of our eternal leader is supposed to stay away from anything that has to do with the caliphate and focus on our struggle. Even if she cannot come out openly to speak, she has a voice. She has a voice. She can alter one statement or the other on behalf of the Biafran people. Speak up for the Biafran people. Today, our eternal leader, wherever he is, he's not going to be happy with what is happening. He's not going to be happy. We are not telling her to come in the front and carry gun or come and protest. At least she have to add her voice to the Biafran struggle. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in captivity. She has not done enough. She has not spoken up loudly for the release of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is pursuing the cause that her husband started. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pursuing the cause that her husband started. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu. But today, the wife is there playing the role of the caliphate, trying to dialogue with the caliphate, sitting on the same platform with them. That is why they have the gut to insult her. That is why they have the gut to insult her. If she is standing with Biafra, speaking up openly, not in the secret, she might be telling us she's doing something in secret, she's supporting in secret, but it is no longer time to support in secret. Come out openly and support Biafra. You have a voice. You can put the right up. You can speak to press. Mainly about the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is pursuing the cause that your husband started. I expect her to do more. I expect her to do more. What transpired at the inauguration ceremony of Seludo is a disgrace, an insult to Biafra. An insult to Biafra. And that thing happened because she is meddling with the politicians. Because she is listening to the caliphate. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, it doesn't matter how you try to please these people. If you serve the caliphate, you will come home disgraced. You will come home disgraced. Look at how they insulted the wife of our eternal leader. A first lady that have only 8 years of tenure. 8 years of tenure. You went and challenged somebody who has a title that is a wife to an eternal leader that will be celebrated at any point in time. Her position is always celebrated. You went to confront her in the public to challenge her. The only thing that gave you the gut is because she has seen that the wife of our eternal leader is meddling with the politics, going along with the politicians, taking their contract or taking whatever their presents or whatever they give to her. If she is speaking boldly for Biafran people, she dare not. The wife of God dare not. She doesn't have to react. The Biafran will take it upon themselves. Could you imagine somebody doing the same? Somebody doing the same to the wife of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Could you imagine what Biafran would do to somebody who comes openly in a public, in a gathering like that? In a gathering that Biafrans are hosting, in a gathering in Biafran land, you come out and insult the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you think you get away from there? You can't go scot-free. You can never go scot-free. It doesn't matter whom you are. It doesn't matter, even if you are the first lady of Nigeria, you can't get away from there. The only way for us to be focused and get what we want is for us to continue to pursue that which matters. Nigeria is for the caliphate. Nigeria is not for anybody from the southern part of Nigeria. Nigeria caliphate, Nigeria, the industry, the company called Nigeria is not for anybody. It's not meant to serve anybody in that contraption. The caliphate, the company established by Britain, is there to serve only British purpose. And the Fulani Caliphate have made themselves a willing tool. They have made themselves available as a willing tool to be used to destroy other ethnicities, to destroy other indigenous tribes. It is so sad that this willing tool is not even indigenous to Nigeria. The Fulanis are not indigenous to Nigeria. If you look at it deeply, they are not even Africans, they are Arabs. The Fulanis are not Africans, they are Arabs. But they have come into Nigeria. They gave their own self to be used by Britain to subjugate every other indigenous tribe enslave us. And it doesn't matter what you do to please them. You can never please a caliphate. You can never please the Fulani Janjaweed. You can never, there's no way you can serve these people and come back with honor. Never. You cannot serve Nigeria and come back with honor. Go and check their military men. You see, it's in Nigeria that you see that their military men will be shot and killed. They will not even try to bring the corpse home. A military man will die in active duty. They will not even, there will be no burial ceremony. Go and check the wife of all those people who have been killed by Boko Haram. Go and check how they are doing. All their families are protesting, asking for funding every now and again. No support for them. Look at their police. All the people who are serving their police, who die in active duty, those who are injured, are left on their own. These are people who were serving with all their heart. The contraption called Nigeria was not established to serve anybody. They are there for their own selfish interests. As long as you can make the oil to continue to flow to the west, they can make anybody a president. You have seen the people they are parading today. Go and check the lineup of people they are parading. Criminals, fraudsters, people who their case are very open. People who even have the case in their own EFCC. But yet, they are parading these people as people who are going to be the next president of the contraption called Nigeria. And how will anybody with his normal senses begin to think that such a country can do him or her any good? How can any normal person think that such a country can do anybody any good? Nothing good will come out of the contraption called Nigeria. It doesn't matter how you try to paint it. What I will advise everyone to do, each day you wake up, go to the social media, go to the conventional media, search properly and see if you can see any pointer. Check if you can see any pointer, something that will be pointing to the fact that maybe in the time coming, that the contraption called Nigeria will be good. Have you seen any pointer, something that shows you that maybe in the next 20 years, maybe in the next 50 years, maybe in the next 100 years, that Nigeria is going to be good? There's no pointer. The only thing we see is that in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, that it is going to be worse. That the contraption called Nigeria is going to be worse than it is today. Share the video to all platforms. Share it to anybody you can share to. Share it in your WhatsApp group. Share it to your families and friends. Any place you belong, share the video. Continue to share. This is our battle, and we have to fight it. If you are a Biafran, you have to wake up. What the Biafrans are asking for is self-determination. Self-determination is not a crime. Self-determination is not war. We are asking for self-determination, the ability for us to govern ourselves, make our land what we want it to be, have a decent life. That is what we're asking for. It is not too much to ask for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking for self-determination through referendum. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for war. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never declared war anywhere. He never declared war against the caliphate. He never declared war anybody, any place. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking for self-determination for the Biafran people. What it means, he's telling the caliphate to allow the Biafran people to choose their fate. But they have refused. Some of them, they begin to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. They say he's preaching hate speech. They call him ethnic bigot. All manner of names. But at the end of the day, you see them. Every single thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is speaking about is what is happening today. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is requesting for, crying for and shouting for, no matter they deny it today because of their election, those are what they are pursuing. You see them when they are talking about their election today. They have suddenly realized that we have other Igbo speaking people in 13 states in that contraption called Nigeria. Because of their useless Igbo presidency, they have suddenly realized that we have Igbos in 13 states of the Federation. They have somehow realized that the southern part of Nigeria and the present South and the present Southeast are one people. Because of their selfish interests, they are now trying to merge the South and the Southeast together because of political interests. But when they come to reality, they'll begin to tell you that the South and the Southeast are not the same. Mazen Nande kind of have been saying it all along that there is nothing like South-South. Even go to geography, there's only South-South. What is South-South? South-South is meaningless. That is only the language Janjaweed use to destroy our land. Janjaweed only use that language to create demarcation, to create obstruction, to create hindrance, to make sure they divide us. That was why they introduced that language, South-South, Southeast. But we know that the old Southeastern region, they are one people. We are one people, from one ancestral parents, almost one religion, one custom. That is who we are. We are one people. But when Mazen Nandekano say that, they will come against him and say he's lying. They will come against him with all manner of force. They will want to kill him. But today, because of their selfish interest in the election, they are suddenly believing, telling us that the South-South and the South-East are the same people, that it doesn't matter. You see why we have to get out of this very contraption. Every well-meaning person that is indigenous in that contraption called Nigeria, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your location, it doesn't matter where you belong. As long as you are in that contraption called Nigeria, it is high time you wake up and speak up and prepare yourself for what is about to come. Fight for your freedom. Fight for your freedom. Nobody is going to fight for you. Nobody anywhere is going to fight for you. You have to free yourself. And until you get ready to free yourself, nothing changes. It is going to be business as usual. Mazen Nandekano have laid a foundation for us to get our freedom. And it's left for you, Biafrans, wherever you are, to stand up and pursue that. The only way we can be able to free Mazen Nandekano and get our freedom is through civil disobedience. There's no other way. No two ways about it. No two ways about it. Civil disobedience. That is the only thing that is going to free us. If you continue to hope on these political jamborees, it is not going to work. It's not leading us anywhere. You can see the recent revelation that our brother Simon Ekpa is making. The recent revelation he's making on the criminality that is happening in Enugu State. You see the criminality. Go and watch the exposition of Simon Ekpa yesterday and day before yesterday, 2 days ago, and yesterday. Go and watch it. You will see the exposition that he made, how the government of Enugu State is stealing from their own people.